Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another night of trivia on yet another beautiful spring Monday, March 30th, 2026. Where, folks, you know what's on the line. That's sweet, sweet cash. That's right, $50 whole if you win. I will give it to you happily after you prove that you're the smartest human being on Earth. But also, if you don't want the cash, I'll spin that wheel of punishments. Also, another side note tonight, we have the end of the month wheel spin. So we'll do that at the end. But folks, if you're fired up, let me see those TGIMs in chat. I already see them going. Damn. How we doing today, folks? Who do we got in chat tonight? We got McLovin, we got Benito. Just finished a 30-minute bender of Oliver Tree Reels. Gwen says, TGIM, Gwen the vlogger. Alley Soup, what up, big dog? Traveling Fools, this is my favorite song. Carrot Beat Scooter God. Folks, how was your Monday? It was beautiful today, was it not? Hopefully where you guys are, where I'm at. It was a beautiful Monday, as they all are. Holy folks, we're up to 287 already. What the hell? Forrest in the chat. Let's go, brother. Francois back in the chat. Get that tomato out of here, you maniac. It was so nut out. It was a beautiful day, was it not? Emma, let's go. TGIM. Folks, I got to see some more TGIMs. Give me some more TGIMs. Let's go. Moved to Newmarket today. Holy, brother. Just up the way. We're damn near neighbors. Let's double check here. Let me pull up the quick. Oh, 288. What the hell, y'all? I'd love an update to the cheating allegations from last week. Well, we did a review. We reviewed DeBargen. And it looked like he was probably cheating again. Now, here's the thing. He doesn't speak English, right? Or he does speak English, but it's his second language. So I was willing to give a benefit of the doubt. So I told him if they were to record themselves, playing trivia without like a full recording so we could see. So I could see, I'd be the only one watching it. The mofo came back. Then we would be willing to, confirm it, Maybe he's just that cracked at trivia. Gets every question right all the time. And maybe, honestly, it could be the case, but, we kind of, he wasn't really feeling that. He just said, you don't like Indians. I was like, yeah, not anymore. I'm kidding, okay? I'm kidding. I love everyone. Now, somebody's going to clip that, save that until I'm big time, and then you can cancel me with it. But, hey, I wish DeBargen and Sampa the best, but they are banned from trivia, okay? Officially banned. Oh, I didn't know we played with cheaters. That's okay. Alley Soup, don't worry. They're gone. If they ever come back, I don't know what we'll do. Never mind. But that's that. Now, on to other things. Tonight, we will do tonight's trivia, right? And then I have the wheel where the top 5 from each week, you will be put on the wheel and we spin it and then you get a prize. We still haven't figured out what the prize is yet. Cassie was our last winner. I've been talking with her a little bit. I think what the prize is going to be, where's Stonga? I know he's late to work. They're very, very helpful people though. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the wheel. I was speaking with Cassie. I think what I want to do with the end of the month winners is kind of do like a little custom prize, or maybe they can call in and we can negotiate what they want to get as a prize. Dangus, there he is. Here, let me make a lobby real quick. Let me make a lobby for y'all. What do y'all think of the new jacket? Bam, bam, Amazon special. And we're wearing, I'm wearing the money bow tie that y'all bought. Sampo robbed us. Well, no, Dangus. So officially, last week's winner is Jesse. We need trivia merch. I've actually been thinking about it, Francois. I've been thinking about it. I think I could make a pretty sick TGIM shirt. Maybe we could do some submissions. Do we have any artists in chat? Does anyone want to make like a cool TGIM logo, perhaps? Also, while I'm chitter-chattering, why don't you all hop in? Johnny Mac in the chat. TGIM golf hat. Canva works wonders. Have AI make it. No, we need a human to make it. No AI. We don't need any clankers around here. What, did you get a confession out of Sampa? We did not. But basically, I was speaking with the Bargain. I gave him an option to do, and he basically just said that I don't like Indians. And that was his main defense. So I figured, you know, let's just go our separate ways. I hope they have a great life. I'm sure they're lovely people. We'd get along in person, but you know what? When you run the stream, you can make the rules however you want them. And I try to be fair, but here, let me throw this in chat real quick. Yeah, folks, get on in here. Water's warm. And also, this week's quiz, well, and that's the other thing, folks. One of the main reasons I've been making it easier to do, just reset your router. One of the main things I was making the quiz a little bit easier, where speed was more of a thing, where even if you did look up the answers, you couldn't win, you know. Let me pin this. Come on, y'all, pile on in. Who do we got? We got Mike C, Nanpack, Papa or Pop Peepaw, Mad Dog, Mike C, Lauren, Jody, Alley Soup, Ari, Potato Taco, Nene, Gary P, Sean, Fuzz, Blue Crab, Tippy Toe, Some Pig Fig, Steez Louise, Tay-Tay67, G-Money, G-Pack, Cam Chowda, Tin Man, former champ, Dope Blowin', Emma J, or Ja, CJ. Oh, y'all are getting in too quick. Matty P was the first one in. Swims Loons, Lizard, Jernstaz VP, Papa P. Okay, we got everybody. Who else is in here? Gary P's back in it. McLovin, Squid Butt, Shenanigans, Treen Bean, David, More Than Full, Scotty Piff, Traveling Fools, we see you in the chat. Kelson Wan, Cass all back in it. 43. Might be a big night in here. Could be a big night. Did I not pin this or did I duplicate it? No, I pinned it. But while we look, let me show you this real quick. This is our current wheel of all the top 5 people from the past month. And at the end of this one, we'll add the top 5 from this week. Also, folks, I have some streams planned this week. I know I've been saying it a lot, but I'm dialing in. So tomorrow, here's a little schedule this week for anybody who's interested. Tomorrow, we're seeing how many digits of pi we remember. So it'll be a quick stream. Just I'll come on and see how many we remember. Because we memorized 1,000. We'll see if we still remember it. That was like, what was that, a month or 2 ago now? Wednesday, we'll be playing a game called Baby Steps. Steve Louise was top 5 if you take out last week's cheater. I think I have him in. I took him out, and but I'll double check our list before we spin. But yeah, Wednesday we're gonna do a little gaming with a game called Baby Steps, and then Saturday I'm streaming, but I haven't decided what I want to do yet. So something I wanted to do for when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we blow up 1,000 balloons and fill up this whole room, and then we pop them with that katana we bought. We fill up this entire room. But I kind of want to do that before we hit 1,000, just because I'm so slow. And it seems like it would just be fun to do. But well, I'll think on it. Wednesday at what time? Wednesday, I think so. Tomorrow I'm going to stream at 7, and then Wednesday I'm going to stream at 7. Yeah, tomorrow we're doing the pie, and then Wednesday we're doing some gaming. We'll give it another minute or two, folks. What do we got? We got 44, 45. Kel's back in it. Everyone pile in. Safety. $46. 47, 48. Folks, are we breaking the 50 mark again? We had a streak there. It was, I think, 3 weeks in a row we were over 50. Can we make it 50? Hey, folks, give me all those reactions down here. I love seeing your reactions. Give me the thumbs up. Yes, there we go. There we go. Reaction. I had pie for dinner, Potato Taco says. What kind of pie, brother? Oh, no. The freaking bots are getting us again. Is it because of... Remove. Damn it. Why does Kahoot do this? I think we figured out everyone likes D. No, this has to be somebody, right? New record. But Kahoot's usually pretty good and removes them all. Here, should I... Let me delete this message in chat. And then maybe that'll be... Hold on, folks. Sorry. No, everybody stay in. Don't move around so I can get all these. Okay, we're getting them. We're almost down. We're almost good. Or not quite. Okay. Getting there. Freaking clankers, dude. I gotta look into this. And does Kahoot have a hotline I can call? Say stop getting all these clankers in here. All right, I think we got them. Oh no, one more. Sampa's Revenge. 1-800-Kahoot. Oh no, they're doing it. Oh no, they're doing it again. Hold on. Folks, everybody stay in real quick. And I think last time we did this. We did two-step join. Two-step join. I think that saved us. Does everyone see the two-step join now? Sorry, y'all. I'm an idiot. I gotta figure out how to make this so this doesn't happen. So embarrassing. You guys are embarrassing me in front of my friends, all these clankers. All right, I think that may have worked. And then right after everyone get in real quick, and then we're gonna fire this up once I get all the clankers out. Brody 676767. All right, I think we're there. Did we make it? I think we got him. Okay. Everyone hop in real quick. Rusty frickin' Clankers. At least they have the same name, true. I wouldn't doubt it. Does everyone get... So, yeah, it looks like you got to do this pattern. See this pattern over there? Traveling Fools. Let me see. Are you in here? Yeah, hop back in. Just make sure... Oh, no, there you are. You're in. You're in. Traveling Fools is in. All right, back to 49. I think we're ready to rip. Any last joiners? Squid Butt. Pause the tunes. All right, everybody, throw me a thumbs up, and then let's rip this thing. Oh, get back in. Whoever got out, get back in. There we go. Okay. 49's the number, y'all. And let's fire this thing off. 51. Okay, now we're really ready to go. Trivia night starts right now. All right, y'all. Lock in. With the very first question being, who is it? Some of y'all's favorites. Is this Angelina Jolie, Elizabeth Banks, Olivia Wilde, or Mila Kunis? Who is this? Can you identify? Can you identify this lady? Andy J didn't get in. That is Olivia Wilde. Andy J. Okay, look down here. Do you see the pin? That made me mad. Andy J, hold on. We're not going to leave you behind, brother. Do you see the pin at the bottom? No, colors. So the pattern's right here next to it. The current pattern is green, blue, red, yellow. Okay, green, blue, red. Here, I think I can turn that off actually now. Let me try and turn that off. Two-step join, off. All right, now throw the pin in. Oh, got it. All right, is everybody in? Let's take a look at the leaderboard first. Lizard's dialed in. We got Tippy Toe. Sean with a second place tie right there. Safety and Mad Dog. All right. The delay from you. Oh, good. That is yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, there's like a 2 or 3 second delay, I think. But yeah, I think we're good now. But folks who got it, that is Miss Olivia Wilde. Did we lose audio? I mean, oh no, is there a bunch of bots in it again, dude? All right, I'm turning back on two-step, and then if any bots come up, I will obviously ban them. Two-step's back on, y'all. The bots got us again. But don't worry, they're not going to win. We will ban them as they come, and their places don't matter. Don't let the bots play. Hey, don't worry, I'll ban them as we see them. But all right, let's move on to the next question, which is another, who is it? Let's take a peek. Who is this? Daniel Kaluuya, Kendrick Lamar, Donald Glover, or Jaylen Brown? Humans will overtake the bots. Let's see how many answers we get. Oh, okay. I don't think we're botted up. Y'all got it. I know that was a confusing one. He looks very similar to Childish Gambino, but that was Donald Glover. How'd we do? Oh no, we lost Lizard. Sean rises up. Tippy Toe safety. Steez Louise Potato Taco. Folks, this might be Sean's week again. He's been out of the first place podium for a little bit. Yeah, folks, people they say that Donald Glover he looks very similar to Childish Gambino, but different guy. All right, lock back in. Enough joking around. All right, everybody's in. Bots are gone. Clankers are out. Def highest climber Andy J from 208th to 27th. I'm killing it 13th. Kels is locked in. All right, folks. Let's move on to the next question, which is could be a tough one. Vernon uploaded to YouTube for the first time in 2005, 2012, 2016, or 2023. When was the first time Vernon uploaded to YouTube? 05, 12, 16, or 23? We got some fans in here. Who's got that insider trading knowledge? I'm done bad with the bots. I'm down bad with the bots. John's 208th now. It's just a glitch. Don't worry, it'll come up. Kels, did you get that one? Holy. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. Oh, Tippy Toe takes the #1 spot. Matty P, Mike C, Mad Dog, and Nene. Very close race. But folks, so here's the story behind that. It wasn't on this channel. Shall we have a quick look? Do y'all want to see the very first YouTube video I ever uploaded to the internet? Don't worry, it's not long. We may as well take a peek while we're here, right? This was the very first YouTube video. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. That was the very first thing I ever uploaded to YouTube. It's on my other channel. I know that, Marsh. Was that I can't even remember which. Actually, I think that is Campground Forest, so you probably would recognize it. But that's back when I worked for a mosquito control company. We used to go walk around the marshes all day and just fuck around. Goofy Dalton says. Yep, back in 2012, a young lad. But enough about me. This is about you guys and winning $50 or making me spin the wheel. So let's move on to this next question, which isn't about me anymore. Don't worry, there's no more insider intel that's needed. Let's check it out. Blank, not a Jew, music playing. David Ortiz, Randy Johnson, O.J. Simpson, or Magic Johnson. Blank, not a Jew, with music behind that. David Ortiz, Randy Johnson, O.J. Simpson, or Magic Johnson. Okay, most of y'all got it. That is, of course, the Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler. O.J. Simpson, not a Jew, but guess who is? What the hell's that guy's name? Something Carew. He converted. Oh, Mike C takes the #1 spot. Swims with Loons, Nene, Alley Soup, and Tippy Toe, rounding out the top 5 at the moment. 600 points separating first to fifth. I think the first time he performed it was on SNL many, many years ago. I think back in like the early 90s. But then it became, a very, very famous song, the Hanukkah song. It's a good little ditty. Check it out. Finally one I knew. Made the rhyme too. That is what the hell's that guy's name? It's a baseball player. He was a sick baseball player. His nice name's Carew that he says after O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson, not a Jew. But guess who is? Hall of Famer. Randy Carew? Is that what it is? Anyways, enough about that. Let's check out this next question. Brad Pitt was not engaged to Nicole Kidman, Angelina Jolie, Gwyneth Paltrow, or Jen Aniston. Brad Pitt was not engaged to Nicole Kidman, Angelina Jolie, Gwyneth Paltrow, or Jen Aniston? Okay, you guys got it. It was Nicole Kidman. A bit of a split here between Gwyneth and Jen, but he was married to Angelina, married to Jen, engaged to Gwyneth, but I don't think he was ever romantically involved with Nicole, I don't believe. How'd that do on the leaderboard? Oh no, Swoon Saloons takes the number one spot. Nene moves up one. Sean, Tippy Toe, and Mike C. Holy. G Money throwing the the thinking reaction. Here's just an old photograph of Gwyneth and Brad back in the 90s. They met on the what is it? On the what was that movie? 7. What's in the fucking box? That one. But they never end up getting married. Got engaged, and then they end up breaking it off. And then after that, he married Jen Aniston from 2000 around 05. And then did he end up cheating on her with Angelina during like Mr. and Mrs. Smith era, possibly? I'm not sure. I know there was drama, at least. I know there was drama. But I don't think there's going to be any drama in this next question. Maybe. Let's take a peek. Question mark. I like turtles. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Smash, smash, smash. I'm legally blind. Which of these phrases goes with this photograph? I like turtles. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Smash, smash, smash. I'm legally blind. Most of y'all got it. Can y'all hear the little cymbal sounds? Do I have the... I kind of like hearing the Kahoot sounds. Do I have it a little low right now? But folks, that is Kai the Hitchhiker. And he went smash, smash, smash. Smash, smash, smash. Well, let's take a look. 12 places for some pig fig, but Nene takes the number one spot. Narrowly by 150 points from Swims with Loons. Everything else on the leaderboard stays the same. 450 points from first to fifth. You lovable, no matter your age, shape, or size. I will tell you, we'll talk about it in the next slide, but Kai, he gave one of the most greatest speeches of all time before that. Have you seen the documentary? I haven't. I need to check that out. Is that on the Netflix? They did end up making a documentary about him. Because unfortunately, folks, I know we're all fans of Kai, but things went pretty sideways after that for him. Yeah, okay, it is on the Netflix. I'll have to check it out. I think 2 times. That's it. That's my motherfucking wife in first. Let's go. Matt Allen says. But I know he ended up killing a guy, but then I think he got off, and I think he ended up killing another guy. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's in prison. He's in prison actually petitioning for his release and suing Theo Vaughn and shit. Man. Damn it, Kai. You were the people's champ. You were the freaking people's champ and you let us down. Friggin' guy. But if you haven't seen that interview with him, go check that out. Kai the Hitchhiker. Look it up on YouTube. It's amazing. But let's keep it moving, y'all. You know we got to keep it moving. Doc and Marty needed to go this fast. 66 mile an hour, 88 mile an hour, 111 mile an hour, or 95 mile an hour. How fast did Doc and Marty need to go? 66, 88, 111, or 95? Okay, you got it. We got some Back to the Future fans in here. Also, I wish... If I go, sometimes, because there's a little timer over here for y'all, but if I move it up too high, then I block the question. If I move it down low, I think I block the question. I think we're here. I think it's whatever. We've been doing it this way for a while. But folks, it is 88 miles an hour. That's how fast they needed to get the DeLorean going. Oh snap! We got to switch up on the leaderboard there. Nay. Still holding down the number one. Swims with Loons right there behind. Tippy Toe shooting up on fire. Allie Soup and Matty P. The Athens crew. Friggin' Tippy Toe. 3 in a row. That's a dangerous woman right there. But a fun fact about Back to the Future was it actually they started shooting with this guy. I forget his name, but they shot about like 5 weeks of footage with this character, and then he was replaced afterwards with Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly. I can't remember the reasoning. I think the director just didn't really like how it was turning out with this actor, and then Mikey J was what else did Lon say in chat? He sued Theo over the meme rendition. Oh, because someone, yeah. He, Kai the Hitchhiker, someone did the deep fake of Theo over his face or something. Eric Stoltz, that's it. Traveling Fools dialed in. Look out, we got a trivia maniac over here. But yeah, that's that. And then we got the legendary performance by Mr. Michael J., who unfortunately is it Parkinson's that he has. It's very sad that any of those diseases where like you start to lose your faculties and stuff like that. I know my 80s, lol. But folks, let's keep moving. Make sure you're live though. Let's check out this next question. When a brand name becomes the default name of a product, ubiquity, genericide, Mongolian reversal, or Orwellian? I have better luck in this game playing blindfolded. When a brand name product becomes the default name of the product, ubiquity, genericide, Mongolian reversal, or Orwellian? Genericide, folks. It is genericide. Francois says agreed. Oh no, I made ubiquity a little bit too close to the answer. Oh, I feel bad on that one. But the term that is typically used is genericide. The death of the generic. Did that frig up the leaderboard? Oh no. Okay, well, who did we lose? I don't know who we lost. But Alley Soup rises up. Tippy Toe rises up. Swim with Loons, and then Mike C back on the leaderboard. Let's take a look here. These are classic examples of genericide. You could look up many more, but Hoover. No, this one's. I feel like this one is. Oh, well, obviously Xerox, not anymore. But like back in the day, Xerox used to be. Instead of the copier machine, they just say the Xerox machine. Google. You don't search things, you just Google it. No one says you Bing that. Go Bing that. Go Yahoo that. And Kleenex, that one. These ones are more kind of like old timey. I feel like. Like another good example, Band-Aid. That's a really good one. Band-Aid is a name brand, but now the item itself is called a Band-Aid instead of a medical something. Go duck go that. I feel like was that a bad question? I don't know if that was a bad question or if it was a good question. Do I get added to the wheel since Sampa was kicked off? I came in 6th, I think. Definitely, if you well, I'll check it out to make sure. We'll look over and make sure whoever was in 6th place last week. I've been asking Jeeves, but was ubiquity like that's obviously that means like ubiquitous means everywhere. I don't know. I feel like maybe I could have worded it better and it would have been less tricky for you guys. But also, sometimes it's good to be tricky, right? Well, let's keep moving for now, and then you guys can complain as we go. Let's check out this next question. Which of these cannot prescribe medication? Dentists, psychologists, psychiatrists, or podiatrists? You're fired for that one. Which of these cannot prescribe medication? Dentists, psychologists, psychiatrists, or podiatrists? Okay, you guys got it. I like to see it. It is psychologist. Dentist scan. All of these are doctors, psychologists. They might have a doctorate, but I don't even think you need a doctorate to be a psychologist. How'd that do on the leaderboard? Oh, who'd lose? Castle comes shooting up to the 4th place spot. Combo breaker. 3 participants dropped. No. Nene still dialed. Tippy toe, alley soup, and swims with loons. So we got a ladies takeover, folks. We got the ladies taking over tonight. Ladies run the world, apparently. But yeah, here's the difference between the psychologist and psychiatrist. Psychologists, they try to tell you and they try to manipulate you and thinking that people aren't out to get you. But then psychiatrists, they try to give you medications to make you forget that people are out to get you. That's the difference. Remember that, okay? Psychologists try to use their words to trick you and making them think that the people aren't going to come and get you. Psychologists use medication to do that, to do the same thing, same end goal, but different techniques, you see. Meds all the way. Castle, that's my motherfucking sister-in-law. Alan Gang strong. Let me take a sip of water so I can stop coughing in y'all's ears. But folks, take a minute. Make sure you're live and dialed in. All right. I don't want you missing out on any points. We're damn near halfway. So let's check out this next question. Which of these planets is moonless? Venus, Mars, Uranus, or Neptune? Which of these planets is moonless? No mooning going on. Venus, Mars, Uranus, or Neptune? And the answer is Venus, folks. There's only two of them, Mercury and Venus. But the rest, they do have moons, especially Uranus. Very moonable. Oh, snap. We got a man infiltrating the leaderboard. David rising in. Swims with loons. Cassol, I know she'll be back. Jody, 12 places climbing on that one. Love to see it. Two closest to the sun. Yes, indeed. No moons. Sad. And Venus is actually, what do they call Venus? It's like Earth and Venus, they're kind of like sisters, they say. Very similarly, or not, they're somewhat similar in size. More similar than Mars and Earth. Mars is a good bit smaller. I think like 0.6 amount of gravity you would be, is how much you would weigh on Mars, about 0.6. But I think Venus is dangerously close, similar to Earth, but extremely hot. Very hot. But let's keep it moving with this next question. This space-themed 1998 movie famously featured a song by Aerosmith, Deep Impact, Independence Day, Apollo 13, or Armageddon. This space-themed 1998 movie famously featured a very famous song by Aerosmith, Deep Impact, Independence Day, Apollo 13, or Armageddon. Okay. We got some movie enjoyers who don't want to miss a thing. That was the song. Oh, Swims with Loons, more than full, gets on the leaderboard. On fire. Absolute fire song, by the way. I don't want to miss a thing. But the the connection, of course, is Liv Tyler is Steven Tyler's daughter. But also, from what I've heard, Steven Tyler, he's a bit of a sketchy guy. I don't know if it's true or not, but the story goes that back in like the 70s, he got legal custody of a 14-year-old so that she could go on tour with them. And he was like in his mid-20s. That's your brother, Garrett Pete says. But that's just how the story goes, you know. Maybe there was nothing weird going on where he got legal custody of a 14-year-old girl so that he could travel around the country on tour with them. But hey, found her in an elevator. Is that how the story goes? I thought that was one of the, Lauren says, I thought that was one of the guys from Led Zeppelin. JK, I'm your brother. Yes, you are. Unfortunately, I think this story isn't that uncommon. Like a lot of these rock star guys, it was pretty sketch. There was a lot of sketchy shit going on back then with that sort of thing. But let's move on to another question and let's not talk about it anymore, okay? Let's see what we got. Name this flag, a weekly classic. Is this Gambia, Suriname, Cambodia, or Tajikistan? Do you know this flag? Some people's favorites. Some people hate these types of questions. Some people love this type of questions. Was this Gambia, Suriname, Cambodia, or Tajikistan? That was a tough one. It's not just Gambia, it's the Gambia, I believe is the actual name of the country. Oh, snap, David's dialed. Look out. Also, Tin Man, former champ, 3 in a row, trying to get back in the game. We got just 1,000 points separating us about halfway through from 1st to 5th. This is the Gambia. Little tiny country, just juts inside of Senegal. And then Morocco's up there. Very small country, but I think it's a very beautiful country from what I've seen in photographs. I don't know much about it, besides it's called the Gambia. Yeah, let's keep it moving with the next question, which I believe is another geography one. For any geography haters, I'm sorry. Let's check it out. What country is this? Thailand, Vietnam, Greece, or Colombia? What is this country? Can you identify this country's outline? Is it Colombia, Greece, Vietnam, or Thailand? And the answer is, oh no, split across the board, but it is Thailand, folks. Unfortunately, for anybody who guessed otherwise. And look, David takes the #1 spot. Nede drops down one, not far behind. Tippy Toe, Dope Blowin', and Jern Stas right there. 8 places for Matty P. Been there 3 times, Traveling Fool says. Hey, that's in the name, right? Traveling. I think Southeast Asia, it seems like a very beautiful place. I would definitely love to go someday. I mean, I say this about everywhere, honestly. The world's a beautiful place, I guess, is what I've come to decide. Like, look at that. It's just a cool, photograph, but yeah. And actually, speaking of that, I'm going to get my passport this year. That's the goal, everyone. Okay, I'm going to get my passport. I don't have a passport, but enough about me. Okay, I'm always trying to talk about me. What the hell? Let's check out this next question. Words spelled different but sound the same. Synonym, palindrome, homonym, or homophone? Homophone. Synonym, palindrome, homonym, or homophone? What is the answer? Words spelled different but sound the same. Okay, you guys got it. It is homophone, not homonym. Similar but different. Palindrome is, of course, same front and back. Synonym is a similar word or a word with a similar meaning. Shall we have a look at the leaderboard? Oh no, who'd we lose? We got David still in the #1, Tippy Toe, Dope Blow, and Jern Stas, Alley Soup back on the leaderboard. Matty P making a comeback with 3 in a row. Let's take a look here. Here's a little graph of homophone, homograph, and homonym. Sound the same, spelled different. Homograph, spelling, same spelling, different sound. They found lead in those noodles. I will lead the way. Homonym, same spelling, or same sound, same spelling, different meaning. I will lead the way. Elliot is playing the lead role. Then homophone, they found lead in those noodles. I led the way. See? Confusing stuff. English, right? Am I right? Everyone should have a passport and 5K away ready. True. That is some good life advice from Traveling Fools. But let's keep it moving. We're cruising right along. Let's check out this next question. What logo is this? How do we know our logos? Is this Golden Corral, In-N-Out, Sonic, or Hostess? Can you identify this logo? Golden Corral, In-N-Out, Sonic, or Hostess? And Francois in chat said, just taught homophones last week. Okay, you guys were dialed. You know your fast foods. Francois, the local teacher. I think we have several teachers in here. How'd that do to the leaderboard? Oh, Tippy Toe takes the #1 spot from David. Narrowly by 50 points. Jern Staz, Dope Blown, and Alley Soup all locked in. Jesse moving up 6 places. Last week's official winner, by the way. I've been to In-N-Out many years ago when I was a younger lad, at least, not necessarily young. I took a trip over to California, and I had it over there because it's only West Coast from my knowledge. It may have made its way over to Texas now, but primarily a West Coast restaurant. But everyone loves it. It is universally beloved. In-N-Out. I'm sure we have many In-N-Out fans in the chat, or people who would hope to try it one day. But at the end of the day, it's just fast food. So either way, we're not missing out. But we're 3/4 of the way through. They have it in Vegas and Austin now, Shawnee Mac says. Our local Texan in chat. And also Traveler. World Traveler, that is. Like Traveling Fools. But, all right, lock in, folks. We got not many questions left. Now's the time to make your move. If you're waiting, there's no more waiting. Let's lock in. What style of architecture is this? Art Deco, Second Empire, Brutalist, or Neoclassical? Do we have any architectural fans? Art Deco, Second Empire, Brutalist, or Neoclassical? Oof. It is Brutalist. Basically, if you see exposed concrete, you can guarantee it's just Brutalist. That's basically all Brutalist means. Just square and concrete. But how'd that do to the leaderboard? Oh no, David takes back the #1 spot. Jern says, Alley Soup Nene. Tippy Toe drops down to the 5th place spot, still in the running. Cass all back in it with an answer streak of 3. Only 600-ish points, I believe. 700-ish. Another very famous Brutalist building. This is the City Hall in Boston. It's an interesting style, right? Every building in Miami is allegedly Art Deco, and I still have no idea what that is. Art Deco, I feel like Art Deco to me isn't like the Empire State Building. Isn't that Art Deco? I think that style, kind of like a Superman movie, kind of, where you would see in that kind of like the 50s. But this is like Brutalist, I think, is also like in that era from like 50s to the 80s or so. Obviously very popular in Russia and Eastern Europe because it's very cheap to do. Not very much thought goes into it. You just make squares of concrete and run it. But I mean, I like it. It's interesting enough to me. You know, I like really plain stuff. So I vibe with it. But enough freaking I'm always telling you guys stuff about me. What the hell is wrong with me? Let's move on to this next question. Name this video game character. Zelda, Ganondorf, Luigi, or Link? Name this video game character. Zelda, Ganondorf, Luigi, or Link? Oh no, I got all the non-gamers. I'm sorry, guys. That is Link. Traveling Fools, dang it! I'm sorry, non-gamers. The game is called Zelda, but you play as Link, unfortunately. Zelda is the princess, the Principessa. Oh, Snap Alley Soup comes shooting up, steals the #1 spot from David narrowly. Nene, Jernstaz, Emma J getting onto that leaderboard. Remember, folks, you want to be top 5. You got to stay locked in. You want to be top 5 so you can get on that wheel spin. Let's take a look at this. This is Zelda. Guess too fast. Knew it as soon as I hit. Oh, that's brutal. Tight race up there. It is folks, you guys are a very competitive bunch. But this is Zelda through the years. Princess Zelda. Does this mean she's dead? Is this a spoiler? Did I just spoil myself? And I mean, I haven't played Zelda, but I mean, I obviously Ocarina of Time and that sort of thing, but apparently she's dead in the newest one. R.I.P. Force says. Sorry for the spoilers. Sorry for no spoiler alert. But with that, let's keep it moving. Not too many questions left. Remember, you're trying to get in that top 5, if not number 1. Let's check it out. Which of these government agencies tortured Abu Zubaydah? CIA, FBI, DHS, or DOT? Abu Zubaydah. Very famous case. Which of these government agencies tortured Abu Zubaydah? CIA, FBI, DHS, or DOT? Okay, most of you got it. It was not the Department of Transportation. It could have been. It's possible. There was a chance. But unfortunately it was not the Department of Transportation. But how'd that do to the leaderboard? Ellie Soup stays in the number 1. David Nene Jern says everyone stays the same. The nice company DOT. That, I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. The DOT. If you go speeding through a work zone, they'll freaking pull your ass over. They'll rip you out of the car and torture you. The Kiriaku podcasts have been crazy. I'm sure you guys have seen John Kiriaku. Is there? If those dot boys got their hands on him. True. If those dot boys... That is true. It's probably better that the CIA got him instead of the DOT boys. That is a good thing. I like listening to Kiriaku, Lauren says. But this is Abu Zubaydah. I'm sure. Well, and what people are saying in chat is John Kiriaku he was a CIA guy, and he turned into a whistleblower it wasn't even really like he was a whistleblower. He's just kind of saying, yeah, what you guys think happened, and so the CIA got pissed at him, tried to put him in prison. And he ended up going to prison and all that, but he was instrumental in the Abu Zubaydah capture way back when, because he allegedly was the number 3 guy or so in the back during 9/11, and he's still at Guantanamo Bay, I believe. This guy. Big anti-torture guy. Yeah, the thing is, like, I mean, I guess I'd be down for torture, but the thing is, it doesn't work. Like, if it worked, I'd be, send it if you got to. Apparently, like, in certain scenarios, sure. But the thing is, most of the time, from the research they've done on it, it doesn't even work. Like, they'll just give you information that ends up not being helpful, just to stop the torture. I'd be down for torture. It's crazy. The John guy is. Yeah, John Kiriaku. Clip that. I'd be down for torture. Oh no, we're getting canceled. And they try to force confessions, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with coercion or in police interrogations where they get people to falsely confess, where they kind of wear you down and they just end up saying they did it just to get it over with. But they from what I've heard, they don't really get valuable intel out of it, unfortunately, or fortunately. So then people don't have to get tortured. But like I said, if it worked and you're gonna save lives, I'd probably do it, if I'm being honest. Sorry, guys. But it doesn't work, so we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, that happens to people who were in the armed forces giving false confessions to crimes at a super high rate. That seems kind of crazy to me. Like, obviously, everyone can say they wouldn't, crack under any pressure, but it's hard to believe that happens frequently, but it does. People just say they did it even though they didn't do it. But enough talk about that. Let's move on to hopefully about a more happy question, which is Krager. Groceries, wheels, pharmaceuticals, or cleaning products. Krager. Read it. Listen to me say it. Krager. Groceries, wheels, pharmaceuticals, or cleaning products. And the answer is, oh no, folks. I thought you guys would get this one big time. Krager wheels. They make rims and such. People who said groceries, of course, I'm assuming we're thinking Kroger, the grocery store, and then pharmaceutical and cleaning products. I assume we're just guesses, but Krager wheels. Is that bad news for the leaderboard? David takes back the #1 spot from Alley Soup. Jordan Stas moves up 1. Maddie P was dialed, though. Nay. Mav's grandpa 5 places on that one. But the Krager, just kind of, they make kind of classic looking muscle car wheels, like this style. This one's actually a more modern style. They're usually like a 15-inch, very small, because that's kind of the classic look. Look, this thing freaking slammed on its knots, though. It must be on bags. This freaking scrape in the exhaust slammed on its knots. But, folks, I didn't quite look, but it is a freaking tight race at the top right now. And I can only assume it's even tighter right there at the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th spot. But for that #1 spot, if you want to lock it in, this is our last question. If you want to lock in a top 5 spot, this is our last question. Okay? So lock in. Take a minute. Compose yourself. You ever use the program Live Reacting to host trivia? That's what I use. I'll check it out. That could maybe, because I like Kahoot, but there are some things I don't like, but I'll check it out. Live Reacting. Noted, traveling fools, and I'm going to check it out. But last question. Make sure you're live, locked in. I can't remember what the question is, but hopefully it's a good one. Let's check it out. Etc., etc., etc. King and I, Sound of Music, Fiddler on the Roof, or Oklahoma. Etc., etc., etc. The King and I, Sound of Music, Fiddler on the Roof, or Oklahoma. Okay. We have some musical fans in here. We have some people of culture. Well, folks, I'm a little nervous. It was a tight race tonight. Let's take a look at our last slide. The movie King and I, a classic. He goes, etc., etc., etc. It's a funny clip. He was clip farming. He was aura farming, as the kids would say. But y'all, it was a tight race. It was a well-fought race. A clean race. But I got to find out who won and who placed top 5. So let's take a look. In third place tonight with 11,133 is Alley Soup. And in second place with 11,262 is Don't Blown in first place with 12,067 points is David, a first-time winner if I'm correct. And Jernstaz and Maddie P getting in that top 5. Man, y'all. Talk about a tight race right to the end. Man, David, are you in chat? Calling David. David. Been too long since we had a wheel spin. Athens gang taking over. So devastated I lost the #1 spot. Does the same thing, but straight from chat with... Okay, that... Traveling, that sounds really good. I'm definitely gonna look into that. A clinical psychologist can prescribe meds. Do we have David in chat? And of course, we're gonna review. You know, every week. I know DeBargen and Sampa think they just got banned because I don't like Indians. But we review every week. I will be checking, and if the questions look questionable, you can't win. Okay? Those are the rules. I'm sorry. But David, are you in the chat? This is my first time trivia. Shout out Matt Allen for the recommendation. Let's go, Super Sheen. David is DeBargen's American name. Let's take a look here. Folks, do we have anyone in chat? Hey, let me take a look right now. Let me take a look at these. I don't know, folks. If I'm being honest, hold on a second now. Hold on a second now. Here's what I'll say. For these type of answers, I banned DeBargen. David, are you in chat? Atlanta bot win. David. Calling David. Well, if David's not here. Dope Blowing, are you in chat? Burn, let one of them clankers win. Dope Blowing, are you here? Automatic wheel spin. Well, hold on. Let me pull up the good wheel. David, do you have any defense right now? We have some questionable. Alley Soup number 3 here. Don't worry. I'll take the pity 50 if I have to. I'll tell you, Alley Soup was freaking dialed. So here's the difference, folks. Alley Soup, who came in 3rd place with a score of 11,133, got 67% right. All right. Average question speed answered is like a 6 second. A lot of those are well below 6 seconds. David, 95% accuracy. Average answer like 16 seconds. A lot of them 19, 17, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. Every answer longer than 10 seconds. Which is a very abnormal. Very abnormal. Outside of DeBargen, I've never seen a winner with that type of answer. But David, we would love to hear from you. We're not saying it, but I like to give a chance. But also, Dope Blowing, are you here? Hold on. Let's make the wheel while we talk about it. I hate the bot thing. Another reason I quit Kahoot. Yes, I'm here under my boyfriend's account, Connor Consoli. Wait. Who's who? Who do we got here? Do we have a dope blowing? Hope Bowen. Connor is this Connor's girlfriend? Which one is Connor? Or is Connor Consoli? Who were you saying you are? Don't do this shit to me. Hope I'm a poor college student. Yes, I'm her. LOL. Yes, Connor. Oh, okay. Okay, you're on both right now. Okay, I see. Well, David, David, you're not here. We might have to nullify. I don't know if we'll call it an official ban, but it's going to be a warning for sure, if nothing else. Hold on, let me make sure this board's all looking good. So we have Nay. We have Maddie P. Maddie P's on here a couple times, folks. She was grinding this month, getting on those top fives. Jern Staz, as well as Jern Staz, on here a couple times. Ali Soup. And Dope Blowin'. Again, David, if you're in here, we'd love to hear from you, like I was saying. But it's questionable, very questionable. David, what do you have to say? Maybe Sam was just playing for fun, Danga says. David, so here's the thing. Your questions, your answers, they look very suspicious. And I've banned people for the exact same looking answers. What is your defense? What do you have to say? He was battling the captures to get here. Hey, no. We will hear David out. But that's not even real David. Imposter. I fear you are too late, David. Case closed. And like, I mean, I'm happy to hear out people, you know. Period. Amen, sister. I think we might have to close the case for now, David. But if you want, you can message me on Instagram if you want to plead your case. But for now, I think we're going to spin this wheel first, and then we will see what we do after that. Okay? Does that sound like a plan, everyone? Are we all on the same page? Are you guys happy or are you displeased? What say ye? What say ye, chat? Woo, Maddie says. That's what I like to see. Man, I got to figure out something. That's all I got to say for now. That's cool. McLovin, TGIM. Slay, spin the wheel. Okay, folks. All right, let me double check real quick. Here's who's on the list currently. Exclamation point allegations. Have you ever got bot rated in Major? Luckily we've never been or in the game. Is that what you mean? I eat Cheetos, baby. Yes. I eat Cheetos. Today it happened to us again. It's happened a couple times. Do you have any techniques to solve that issue? Do you have any techniques? I eat Cheetos, baby. Is there a special tech? What I do is I turn on the two-way notification. I'm on the team. Give Hope the money. Well, yes. So this week, Hope is the champ, so we can talk about that after we spin this wheel. If Hope, if you want the money, or if you want to make me spin the wheel, spin the wheel. All right, hold on. Let's pause this real quick. Let's get some dramatic music going for our end of the month winner, which we haven't decided what they win yet, but we will. Are you guys ready to find out who's the end of the month winner? Folks, how you get, let me go widescreen real quick. How you get on this end of the month wheel spin, you must place in the top 5 at least one time during the month. If you place top 5 4 times, you get on the list 4 times. Chris Hill, spin the wheel and make it the deal. But that's how you get on this wheel spin. I still owe a prize. Whoa, 289. I still owe last month's winner. We're trying to figure out a prize because I want it to be something cool. It might be something custom. Maybe you can call into the show. We can negotiate live and figure out what you want. Or maybe we can think of something different. Anyways, let's see who won this month. Let's make it a long wheel spin. I know you guys like the drama. 50 seconds of wheel spin. Here is who is on the list. Jesse, Dangus, Tin Man, Robbie Bolt, Swims with Loons, Matty P, Dropkick Healy, Sean, Jernstaz, Ren Allen, Tin Man, Scotty Piff, Sean, Papa P, Francois, Some Pig Fig, Red Fleece, Matty P again, McLovin, Paulie Black, Nene, Matty P, Jernstaz, Alley Soup, and Dope Blowin'. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Let's see who got this month's win. $100 or 2 wheel spins is a pretty sweet reward. Whoever wins, they can negotiate, maybe. Who is it, folks? Who got this month's big win? I got some back pay to do, though, for Cassall. Who's it going? Who's it going to be? Who are we thinking? It's tracking for Matty P. It's tracking for Matty P. It's tracking for Matty P. Or Dropkick. Oh, it's going to go past Matty P onto Dropkick. Or Sean. Is it going to go to Sean? Does it go Sean? It goes Sean. And we have Sean as our next month's winner, folks. Man, the drama. I'm sorry to Matty P and Dropkick Healy for the drama. But Shawnee Mac, a former champ, always a top contender. Holy shit, that was exhilarating, Dangus says. Matty B says, woo, a good sport about it. Gwen says, no. What's the prize? That's a good question, Lauren. I'm still trying to figure that out. But the thing is, I could make it money, right? We could do just money or something like that. But I want to make it something, ideally, something more interesting. You know? I feel like money would be cool. I know people love money. I love money. But it'd be cooler if it was something that's like you can't just attain or just go get yourself. You know? Karaoke. Well, actually, Dangus, is Jesse there? Jesse, are you here? Well, let's first. Dope Blowin' or Hope. Was it Hope? Jesse, karaoke. Jesse, so you are last week's winner officially. Do you want a wheel spin or do you want your $50? Firstly, and also, Dope Blowin', do you want a wheel spin or do you want your $50? She gets a wheel spin. I want karaoke. Do Kahoot. I eat Cheetos, baby says. Unfortunately, I eat Cheetos. We only do one per week. I know it's lame. But maybe we'll look into doing more. But every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, if you want to come back, and then you can either win that sweet, sweet cash or make me spin the wheel of punishments. If that landed on me just now, I was bartering for Sosu Strawman live stream. Well, now I just know to do. I'll take that 50. Hope Bowen says. All right, Hope, message me on Instagram. Okay? We'll get your payment details. Also, David, if you're still here, message me on Instagram and we'll talk about your scores. Okay? Talk to me after class. Because they looked very suspicious. But I'm an open-minded guy. Okay? Yay, Hope! I know, Allie Soup, you were right there. Almost had that big win. W Hope. Yeah, everyone give Hope a shout out. This week's official winner. But so Jesse, Hope's taking the money. That means Jesse wants her wheel spin though, folks. So shall we take a look real quick? Shall we take a look at our wheel of punishments? Shall we take a quick look? This is what we have on the list currently. We have razor scooter to the shin. To be clear, karaoke is ideal. Jesse loves to see me suffer in my karaokes. But here's the thing. Also, let me go widescreen real quick. If we land on karaoke again, I have one that would actually be sick, okay? I have a pretty good one. Even though I'll still be very shy and it'll be bad. But here's what's on the list. Razor scooter to the shin. Chat gets $100 to spend on the stream room. Do we want to leave that one on? Oh, no, we have that one off currently. Okay. We've done that a few times. No spin necessary. Just do it. Scooter to the shin is nuts. 2 random people in chat get $50. Milk Mile. Juggle eggs for 30 seconds. Chat picks karaoke, which will be me picking karaoke if it lands there tonight. Chat picks TikTok that I have to make. Donate $100 to charity is currently off. We can turn it on if you guys want. Stream room pet. Raw egg. I would kind of want to turn that one off. Paintball gun, which means we'll get someone to shoot me with a paintball gun. Not tonight, because I don't have one. But we will do it at the beginning of stream next week if it lands on it. Chat picks a tattoo that I have to get. Lower leg full wax, hot sauce shot, or ear pierce. That's what's on the list currently. None of those sound great, if I'm being honest. None of those sound great at all. But I'm a man of my word. Jessie is the rightful winner, and she gets her wheel spin. So, let me get a little bit of drama. Let me get just a little bit of drama going. Give me a little bit of drama with some music. A little bit of Requiem for a Dream. And let's get ready to spin this dang wheel. Just turn them all off besides karaoke, pet, charity, and tattoo. Jesse, you scoundrel. You got to give me a fighting chance. You got to give me a fighting chance at least. Oh, raw dog a flight would be a good punishment. No phone, no entertainment for 3 hours or so. We could do that one. I've thought about making a video like that. Well, not about raw dog in a flight, but just if I go to the airport and just say, what is the cheapest ticket leaving today? Let me buy it. And then I have to buy whatever the cheapest ticket is wherever it's going. But all right, enough stalling. Jesse. Emma's getting fed up, okay? And I know Jesse's getting fed up too. Spin the wheel. Have you seen that guy that eats ginger? And I have seen that guy. I've seen him on the plane. That's even better. Random vacation. But the guy who eats the ginger on the plane. But okay, enough talking. Let's spin this wheel. Let's go. It's done. It's done. What's done is done. What's done is done. What's done is done. Please. Honestly, give me razor scooter to the shin. No, not ear piercing. Oh, give me razor scooter to the shin, baby. No way that's ear piercing. No way that's ear piercing. There's no way. Oh my God, folks. Holy. Oh my goodness. But, oh, 290. Holy. Folks, that was almost not good. We almost, Jesse, you almost made me get my ear pierced. Or ears, whichever. But razor scooter to the shin? Okay, here's the deal. Here's my offer. I'm going to do it. But I have to do it next week at the beginning of stream. And I'll get someone here to do it. Because I don't have a razor scooter on me. But so beginning of stream next week, I will have somebody here. Jesse says karaoke. To suffice. Maybe Jesse, you're too good of a negotiator. You know what? You're too good. Here's the deal. No karaoke this week. If next week we have 50 people again for trivia, we'll do karaoke at the end of stream, okay? And if you want to know what the song is, I'll tell you. Because it's a great one. Or we can keep it as a surprise. But folks, that means next week is bring your friend, bring your cousin, bring your brother, bring your mother. Bring your dentist. Tell everybody to come next week. Surprise us. Okay, it'll be a surprise. It's going to be very embarrassing. But honestly, I'll tell you, last time you guys picked a great song with Bohemian Rhapsody, and I was a little less shy. And it was just more silly and fun. I was still shy, and I was still very shy, but I think I did a little bit better than the first time. But with that being said, Hope, if you're still here, shoot me a message on Instagram. We'll get you paid up. David, if you're here, shoot me a message on Instagram. We will talk about your scores. And maybe figure out something, you know. I'm open to hearing what's going on with it. Scotty Pip's throwing that. Scotty Pip knows what time it is. Folks, we had a great week this week. What did y'all think? Did we have a good quiz? Did we have a fun time? Did you guys enjoy yourself this week? We got a bunch of new subscribers. We're up to 290. Can you hardly believe? Johnny Mac says, good quiz. And Sean, so I mean, also I forgot about Sean. Sean, we got to figure out what your prize is now. Such a fun time, Emma says. Great quiz. Have a great week, Vern. You too, Mikey. Mike Consoli, brother. Throw me a shred before you go. Dangus, throw me a shred. Everyone in chat who's left, throw me a shred before you head out for the week. This is what gives me sustenance for the week to get me through the week and back to next Monday. Cheers to Forrest. Folks, I'm going live tomorrow. We're seeing how many digits of pi we remember. So it won't be that fun of a stream, but may as well stop in and say hi. Wednesday, we're streaming a little video game called Baby Steps. Yes, sir, we'll talk, Shawnee Mac says. Francois throwing it up. Luke throwing it up. Folks, have a great week. Thank you so much. Traveling Fools, I'm going to look into what you said. I want to see if that's... I like your idea really very much, quite a bit. So I'll see how that works and see if we like it better than Kahoot. But until next week, folks, or until tomorrow, whenever you have time, stop in, say hi. But I hope everyone has a great week, and we'll see you later. Peace out.